Yo, what is up, guys? It is Gordon Ramasamy here. So, this is the second daily video in this series, and honestly, the last one it was a bit more of a pilot than anything else, but this one will be more of an introduction, I suppose. So, I'll use it to describe the concept, give a brief description of the channel, and set a bit of expectations for what this is going to be going forward, so no one has any confusion. So essentially, I grew up in a living situation where a lot of my free time was spent watching TV, and the rest of the time was watching YouTube videos. And during these early-ish years of YouTube, one of the biggest creators was a guy named Shay Carl, who had a family channel called The Shaytards. It was a daily vlog, and it lasted like a few years actually. It was pretty famous, and then eventually, like, the whole thing came crashing down for reasons I'll leave to the tabloids. But I love the idea of a daily vlog ever since I heard of it. You know, you gotta check in and see what everyone's doing. And even in Shaytards, nothing much really happened. It wasn't cinematic, it was really bare bones, super relatable, and it was an easy way to escape into the lives of someone else and connect with someone else so we don't feel so alone. It was a friend giving us this companionship for a bit of time after school or a busy weekend. And then honestly, like my favorite parts was if I would miss a few days because I was going on a trip or just schoolwork was a bit too much, and then I got to binge it all at once, and that was some of the best stuff. So that's one of the inspirations. The second one is the cooking videos from Kenji Lopez Alt. The overhead shots are cool, and honestly, I really like looking into his kitchen and seeing what he has lying around. The way everything is organized is legendary. So, because I like to cook and I'm always giving my family and friends random tips, cooking is something I think people will enjoy. I also like to make stuff for others and try to expand my culinary comfort zone. So, this channel will also force me to cook something new every day. So, this means that more likely than not, I'm going to be cooking the same meals over and over and over again with slight variations. It may mean that I substitute ingredients and change up recipes out of experimentation, or honestly, more likely to be laziness. Sometimes I'll just get random ingredients or leftovers from days ago, and then the spice blend for the curry, the exact same curry one day, will be completely different from, not completely different, but maybe like slightly different from the spice blend the next day. And I know it kind of sucks if you're trying to follow along, but I don't really expect you to watch this show trying to learn how to cook from scratch. I want people to watch this show like how I watch cooking shows, with mild interest in what they're cooking, but more for the cool stories, helpful tips, and general good vibes. Maybe eventually, if people start nagging me and saying, "Oh, like post up what you're doing, I want to try and copy it," then I'll try and figure out something. Maybe put some text on the screen, but ultimately we'll see. So it's going to be daily food videos for a while. Not all of them will be interesting, and to be honest, a lot may be me talking about my day. I right now I've got like a little bit of a script to go off of because it's just essentially talking points for what I wanted to cover. Sometimes I might have a guest or two. It'll start off with just family and friends, and then we can see if anyone else interesting would want to come on. Maybe some chefs from the area, or maybe just some people giving out tips. Who knows? Um, the goal is to keep it an under 8 minute ticket time because I fucking love watching that John Taffer show on I think it's Showtime now. Hey, where he goes to the bar rescue, and he's like 8 minute ticket times, 8 minute ticket times. I asked my girlfriend about it, and she said, yeah, usually they try to keep it under 10 minutes. If it's longer than 15 minutes, you kind of have to warn them, and it's up to them if they want to still have the meal or not. So, goal is to keep it at an 8 minute ticket time, but if I'm doing like an interview or something, or if it's like a podcast, then obviously it's going to take a little bit longer, and that's to get into like some cool topics. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I think it'll just be more of like a homey dinner kind of vibe, if anything, or if I decide to pursue it that way. Oh, wait, quiet for the crackle. Yeah, good. That was a bitch to clean up off the pan, honestly, but it tasted really good, so I don't mind cleaning up when the food tastes this good. Um, so anyways, Yeah, if I do end up doing podcasts or live streams, I'm gonna try and go for like a dinner time sort of vibe, just like people sitting around a dining table having fat chats, or how like moms have conversations in the kitchens about life and about gossip in general. It's gonna be more of that kind of thing. Like I'm not trying to educate people or do some sort of podcast where you learn something. It's mostly going to be an escape and a way to just zen out and just chill. And like maybe you'll learn a few things, but that's not the main goal of the whole thing. I'm also trying to do a workout program and working on this channel and growing my presence online. Um, so this is overall just going to be a fun year of just experimenting, daily food videos. Come along for the ride, enjoy the chats, and we'll see how it goes. Um, so now I'm just plating up. So this is Auntie Fees Chicken. I actually haven't talked about it, but just Google it. Super interesting lady online. That's just a homemade buffalo sauce, just the Frank's Red Hot, and some butter. Um, yeah, just drizzling it over. Normally you would put it in a small bowl and toss it, but that's more for like maybe if wings were crispier. Like I've been trying the thing with the baking soda on chicken legs, and it just hasn't been working as well. Maybe because they're bigger, maybe they don't have like a weirder surface area ratio. But yeah, I don't know. We'll try it with wings a bit later and do it properly. And the meal's done. Thanks for watching.